Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today is the 5th day of our Petals and Parchment Spring event where all week long we are going to be having video tutorials, giving away freebies, and also having sales in our Etsy shop. Today the sale is 40% off on select journal kits and collections, so make sure to head over to our Etsy shop and go pick those up. If you've had your eye on a kit, today's the day to get it because today is the only day those are going to be on sale. And a quick reminder to leave a comment down below on today's video for your chance to be entered to win a coupon to our Etsy shop, as well as be entered to win a grand prize where we are going to be giving away the journal that I have been decorating all week long. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into today's tutorial. We're going to be decorating some faded photos here. So I went ahead and printed these on cardstock, and you can print on the back of these if you want to, but just remember that because of how they're oriented on the sheet, one will be printed vertically and one will be printed horizontally. So again, just keep that in mind. And for the frames that I used for today's video, these are the ones that I used. They are from Amazon because I actually forgot that we have some frames already in our shop. And just for today, those frames are going to be on sale along with everything else that is 40% off. So if you want to save some money, I would just recommend going to our shop and grabbing the fancy frames fussy cuts to use in today's project, and they should be like used the exact same way. So all you have to do is cut those frames out, and then you can begin to glue them down to your faded photos. And where you put these frames is entirely up to you. I tried to go ahead and kind of pick a focal point in every one of my pictures. So some of those things were centered and some of them were not. So I just kind of eyeballed and chose what I thought looked good. So you can kind of decide that for yourself or pause the video now and kind of see what I did. All right, and to begin decorating, I'm going to be grabbing some of these little ivory bows that we got on Amazon. And again, all the supplies from today's video will be linked down in the description box in our Amazon affiliate shop. So if you see something you're interested in, our glue, our paper, our scissors, anything like that, you can find it down in the description box below. But a majority of the decorating I am doing today is actually going to be utilizing some scraps that I have. So whenever I'm working on a project, sometimes I end up with like little bits and pieces of ribbon, lace, string, buttons, things like that. And I like to just kind of toss them in a bag with like similar colors. And I will use those on some of my little projects like the things that we're doing today. So I just went ahead and kind of looked through the scraps that I had. I had some of these like pearl beads that you've probably seen me use on some of the other tutorials this week. So I kind of wanted to carry some of those familiar materials from other projects into this one so that everything feels nice and cohesive. And I am using some hardware throughout this project. However, if you don't have hardware, we have faux hardware prints in our shop. So just look up faux hardware and that should show up. I'll try to link it down below if I remember. And then I'm also trying to work with the colors that are already in these images. So I kind of looked for like colors and textures. So for example, in this one, there's some white, some brown, and then there's also like a woven basket. So I decided to use some like woven twine and then choose some buttons that match those colors. There's some blue in this that I can use. So, you know, just kind of try to be mindful of some of the colors that are already in your image. And then from there, I can just start to build out the frame itself. So I'm just going to glue down some like scrap ribbon, some scrap trim to the edges of my frame or my picture, my faded photo. And then I've also got, you know, some more of those like beads and things I can use to add a little bit of bling here and there. I'm just trying to kind of keep an eye out for things that feel either too messy or imbalanced. So like in this top left corner, my ribbons were kind of cut off awkwardly. So I decided to cover that up using a fabric flower. So as you decorate, it will create opportunities for adding more things in. So just kind of keep an eye out for that, and don't be afraid to kind of expand beyond the boundaries of your faded photo and kind of extend that image into a larger, more artistic and decorative piece. And I just went ahead and kept working until I added a little something to every corner, to every side. You know, you can really get in there and create depth and texture by giving your border like an extension. So I added like the little twine around the inner border, and then, you know, all of the fabric on the outer border. So, you know, we're just kind of making it look cute. If you want to, you can decorate the back. I figured that mine were probably just going to get kind of glued down into my journal, so I didn't do that, but you definitely could if you want. And you don't just have to use fabric, you can also use paper to decorate. So I'm using some scraps from the Petals and Parchment kits that I used to decorate my journal. Since these faded photos are made to match that kit, it means all of the papers go really well with the faded photos. So I would recommend picking up those kits if you want some papers you can use. And then I just went ahead and tore the edges and added a little bit of distress ink, again, just creating texture here. And I did have some of this pink lacy ribbon that was actually given to us by a fan who did a gift exchange with us. We do these little they're called Happy Mail exchanges, and we host them in our Facebook group. So if you want to be a part of that, where you swap projects or materials with other people who like to create junk journals, you can find a link to our Facebook group down below, and you can join and participate in those events. They're a really fun way to create things and share your creativity with others. All right, so here is my second one that I created, again, sort of the same as the first, but with just different materials, so you get a slightly different look. And then here's the third one I did off camera. If you want to take a closer look, you can pause. Again, just kind of following that same idea as before, although this time I used a little bit of fabric from the front cover decorating that I did on Monday's video. And I did manually fray this fabric by pulling out the strings along the weave here until it frayed, and then I can just kind of rough the edge up with my finger. For anyone who's never frayed fabric, that's how you can do that. And then for this final one here, again, I went over the edges with some lace trim, and then I added kind of this like asymmetrical piece of lace to the bottom here. And I wanted to bring more metal into this like I did with the corners, so I'm going to be taking some length of chain. Again, this will be down in our Amazon affiliate shop for anyone looking for some chain here. And I just measured out a portion that I thought kind of looked like a nice length. I'm kind of trying to combat the asymmetry of the fabric with this. So I'm going to take some of these split rings here, and I'm going to add them to the end of the chain, and then just hook that through my like lacy trim. And it's really easy to do. So I just added about 2 different chains and kind of hung them asymmetrically. And that just gives this little frame a little bit of motion and a little bit of drama, so that was kind of fun. I like the way that this turned out. So that was a really quick tutorial today, but it's nice to have these little pieces around that you can use to decorate journals. They just kind of take some of that stress off when you're looking down the barrel of an entire journal to have to decorate. So I hope that you guys had fun crafting along with me. Don't forget to show up for tomorrow's video, where we're going to be creating some fussy cut flowers and also having 40% off sale on select fussy cuts. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for crafting along with me, and remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future events or tutorials or freebies, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!